Well, hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling this disastrous pantry behind me, and today's video is also sponsored by Reallink, but we're going to talk about them a little bit later in the video. But let's talk about this pantry because it's a mess. If you guys are new here, I know a lot of you guys have come over from Natalie Bennett's channel, so welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel and coming along the ride of getting back into minimalism for me. So we've been minimalist for a while. Then we ended up buying a farm with both sets of our parents, moving into one home with 6 adults and 3 kids and 3 dogs for about 6 months for all of us, and then another 6 months after that was just my parents and us with our kids and dogs. And as of finally about a month ago, we closed on our home that we were building on the property. And so we have just kind of been in this limbo for over a year, and we are finally like back in our own space again, which is amazing, and we have been really enjoying that. But it also means like we're kind of having to get back into our reasoning for like why we became minimalist, why we wanted to live more intentionally with the things that we own and the way we live our life, and how we also balance that with a farm, because it is different being a minimalist when you have a homestead, because there are just some things that you do need, especially kitchen wise. But the pantry as well is something that is definitely a need in our home when we're trying to like learn to cook more from scratch, and not eventually the goal is to not eat out as much, being that we just moved into a house. It's not been that way. I will take you guys now to go see it. It is very stressful. So here is our pantry. It is quite the situation, let me tell you. There's a few things with our house that we kind of chose to just leave standard, and we were going to upgrade later on our own because it was just things we could do by ourselves for much less expensive. And one of those was like a custom pantry. So we just had them put in the wire racks for now. And eventually what we're gonna do is actually have a cabinet here with, you know, full cabinets underneath and then custom shelving. So this was, instead of having our, you know, those annoying little cabinets above the refrigerator that are hard to get to and nobody wants, we moved that space into here for like overflow bulk stuff. Now this space too, I actually need to add another shelf, and we're gonna do like a little ladder step kind of thing here, so it's easy to get up there. But that is also part of that like bigger project. So today's video is going to be actually going to the Dollar Tree and working with what I already have in this house and stuff from the Dollar Tree to just make this space work better for us. You know, these 2 bins are almost completely empty. They need to just go out to the garage. It's just from moving and stuff. All of our pantry items were in those. There's some stuff in here that I probably can get rid of. Most of my pantry I did go through before we moved from the original farmhouse over here. So I shouldn't have to get rid of too much. I also have a ton of these kind of jars. These ones I picked up from Azure Standard. I have a ton of those to be able to like more properly put stuff away, which I definitely need to do because like we have a lot of this type of stuff like bread, flour, and things that we get from Azure, granola. I also have these bins here that are like the Gamma Seal reusable lids. So I have a lot of stuff to work with. I just need to address it, and I haven't. So it's Wednesday, kids are at grandma's, so we're gonna go shopping first, and then we're gonna come back. Actually, I'm gonna take measurements first. I've got a wallet, I've got the tape measure, which is important. Make sure when you take measurements and stuff that you also take a tape measure with you, because I have learned that sometimes they do have the measurements on like bins and things like that, but sometimes they don't, and then you're SOL and you're like not really sure whether it fits or not. But worst comes to worst, Dollar Tree probably does have like the 12-inch rulers, like standard rulers in their dollar spot, so you could probably just grab one of those if you need it. We're back from the Dollar Tree. I didn't record as much as I wanted to because Dollar Tree, goodness, for a Wednesday during the day was very busy. I'm just gonna like see what I end up using and then I'll return whatever I don't use. But I got these right here. I'm unsure about how they'll perform because they're pretty flimsy, but they should be fine. I'm sure y'all already know, but the dollar store is no longer, or the Dollar Tree is no longer $1. Everything has been up to $1.25. And I don't know if this is every Dollar Tree, but our Dollar Tree also now has a section that is $3 and $5 as well. It's not the majority of the store, it's just like one half, it's not even a full aisle, it's like a half an aisle that's between $3 and $5. And so I didn't realize that that was what the section of the store was when I found these perfect ideal bins that literally were the exact size I needed to be able to like utilize all the space I had until I had already picked them out. So I definitely spent a little more than I was planning, but that's okay. So I got these ones specifically to go on the bottom, and I have 14 inches, and like literally the 14-inch line was like right above there. And I'm kind of glad that they had these like nicer bins because they're definitely worth $5 each, like this is what they look like, but they are nicer quality. They're not like super flimsy like those. These ones are supposed to be moldable, but it's like a very thick, like nice plastic. 5 of these, and these ones were the perfect height. They were just under at 11 inches, I think, so they should fit like this. Ooh. So between like those baskets, these ones, and all of my jars, I should be able to kind of situate everything. And then obviously I have all of those Gamma Seal lid buckets as well. I just need to kind of figure out like what stuff is going where. Maybe I'll have to also break out in this video, I should have given myself more time to do this video. I should label stuff really, especially for the Gamma Seal lids. So I might need to pull out my Cricut, which I got for Christmas, and I haven't even had a chance to use yet. So maybe we'll try that out too. You're gonna hear chickens and potentially goats, because they're out there. I want to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, Reallink. When my husband and I were finishing up building our home here on the farm, we knew that soon after we moved in, one of the things we needed to get was a security system in place. We have kids, we have farm animals, and I'm sure you guys can relate. You just want to make sure everyone is safe and that you can keep an eye on what's going on around your home. And that is where Reallink came into play. They have multiple different options based on your needs, whether it's for your workplace, for your home, for your farm. If you're looking for Wi-Fi security cameras, hardwired, if you're looking for solar options, they really do have an option that can work based on your use case. For us, we chose a hardwired system. It was pretty easy for my husband to set up, and I love that during the day he's able to have a screen right above his workspace in his office, and he can see everything that's going on the farm. But then on top of that, we're also able to look right on the Reallink app and seeing what's happening in real time, as well as getting notifications of movement that it picks up on. One of the things that I really love is their people and car detection feature. It is specifically looking for people movement and car movement, and if you're going into playback, you can actually specifically choose like you just want to see the people movement, you just want to see car movement, and I find that really useful for us. We have genuinely been enjoying our Reallink security camera setup. I love that we are able to not just make sure that our family is safe and our animals are safe, but also catch some really funny moments, like my husband running up the driveway trying to catch our bottle cap that ran away. Just being able to rewatch those moments and even save them to watch back later, I absolutely love that. And one of the things that also has been helpful for us is they have a very high quality zoom, and it's been extremely helpful because right now I have a goat that's getting ready to birth, and so I can kind of zoom in and see what's going on with her and make sure I'm not missing anything. If you guys want to check out Reallink and find a unit that works best for you guys, check out the link down below. I also have a coupon code so you guys can save a little bit of money. Let's get back to organizing this pantry now. Okay, first up, we're gonna take everything out of here.
Hooked on you, baby, you're golden. Time moves, I never noticed, just can't get enough. Got me wonderstruck. It's been a minute since I found someone who makes me wanna know a thing about
I was a little in over my head on the weight of things and practically killed myself just taking things out. So, thanks
That's what I'm here for.
Alright, so I think the first thing we were gonna do is like place the bins empty where I think they'll go, and then we'll kind of fill things in and adjust as needed. Like things like syrup overflow, that kind of stuff, you know?
So like so?
Yeah. Like that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly like that. Beautiful.
One for each shelf. So my thought process with these ones is they're good, like, so they can go at the back, but you can still put a jar in front of it.
Ooh, I got you.
I haven't even shown this. This is all the stuff
Oh,
that I pulled out.
oh boy.
All of it. Sorry, bud. There's no way for you to get over here.
No, you're staying. You're stuck.
The 3-gallon ones fit underneath here.
Easy.
Okay.
We'll probably even fit 5-gallon under there.
Well,
We've
very
got
excited about how these fit, but they might make more sense up here. Wow. I gotta clean these. Alright, so as perfect as these fit down here, I was not thinking about the fact that I need to put my Gamma Seal tubs down there, so it just makes more sense to have them here. Honestly, actually, I might move those down, and I think, yeah, these will actually fit here. I could actually stack some here, but we'll see kind of what we end up doing. So down here is probably going to be some Gamma Seals and then some stacked up over there. Down here is going to be mostly jars, which I have to get down from up there still. Mostly a bunch of jars. And then here, I'm thinking it's going to be the kids section probably. This is still going to be baking, I think, like originally planned. Up here's going to be things like chips, candy bin for sure. We always like our candy bin to be hidden. I don't need a bin that big though. I have a candy bin at my parents' house and it's white, so it matches. I might actually go grab that quick. Knock knock. Could you hand me my candy bucket from the top of the fridge?
Sure.
I got it.
Find your spot. There you go.
Bam. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out like where exactly stuff is gonna go. I think this is gonna be like the kids kind of section, so like snacks and stuff. I'm gonna move all of our stuff over to these. These are from Azure. I have a link for Azure down below. And we also took and placed these in each of the bins just so we can kind of like figure out where we want them to go before, you know, instead of just like pouring something and then realizing, we don't really need that, we need this bucket for something else, and now we've already poured it in. So I am going to label all this with my Cricut, but I think I've decided I'm going to share that on Instagram. So make sure you guys are following me there, and when I get to doing all of the labels, you guys can watch that process as well. But this is just gonna be like organizing.
But somehow all the colors just keep getting brighter. Yeah, I'm feeling it more every day. I think I'm hooked on you, baby, you're golden. Time moves, I never noticed, just can't get enough. Got me wonderstruck. I knew the second I met you, I was doomed to never forget you. Just one single touch, got me wonderstruck.
So right now, you guys are hearing a different voice, but seeing what the pantry looked like before. So now we're gonna show you what the pantry looks like now.
With you, where did this come from? Lightning in.
I'm actually really impressed with this makeover. This one bin is slightly further over and it's bugging me. So there is a decent amount of stuff that we are going to like find new homes for. We like emptied out a bunch of stuff. We're throwing away a bunch of stuff. But here, I will go over kind of what we have here. So this is actually like a mail sorter thing, and it was my mother-in-law's. Ryan just put this board up there so that he could hit studs, since we are planning to put, we can't put too many because it's shallow, but it'll work for now. Some onions and potatoes down here. Just kind of keep them out of the way. We have all our bins here. I have a couple more that are gonna go down there, but we have to go find those lids. This is like where I have all of our like surplus dressings, ketchup, syrups, mayonnaise, all that jazz. Then on this, we have kids mac and cheese is just in there. We've got like this kind of what I was thinking, like breakfast area. I do have pistachios here, but that's just where they fit. Granola they use for their yogurt, rice for cooking, oatmeal. We got our 12 pounds of honey. And then all of our like, whether we canned it or bought it canned there. This is the, I'm gonna have to figure this out because I wasn't thinking about the fact that this is here. We might have to move some stuff over, but this is our popcorn bin. So we don't have a microwave, which I've talked about. So we have a popcorn maker that we use here. We do have our popping corn though up here. So this is all like the kids kind of snacks. So we have edamame, chickpea, crisp things, cashews, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and there's a bunch of like random little things back here that are from Azure. There's raisins, dried cranberries, things like that. Pretty soon we're gonna have an excess of eggs, and so I just have another spiral here that I can add extras to. This is another thing. Obviously I'm not trying to fill everything, so like more kids' random snacks can go there. We got some pretzels, extra pumpkin seeds are in there. This is like the, we do a lot of like different Asian dishes, whether it's like sushi bowls, stir-fry nights. So all of that's in here, like the sauces, the noodles, the rice, like sticky rice, things like that. I have an empty bin here for like if I shop and I need somewhere else. And then I'm gonna probably need more of these, but my tops, I'm out of tops, so I have to order more from Azure. So that space is here for that. I get these at my local grocery store. They're grass-fed beef. They're 2 for $3, which is a really good deal for those. So we do eat those. This is our gum. And we have the tea. This is the tea, that loose leaf tea that the girls like to drink, so I want it here where they can reach it. The kids' vitamins, it's an extra. We have our zip quizzes, which are amazing. This is more like cooking stuff that the kids don't need access to, like breadcrumbs. I have some like chocolate chips for like cookies and stuff. Back here, these are the parents' snack mixes. I have pine nuts, which I use to make a really good Caesar dressing, which I haven't done in a while. I should do that. Dates to sweeten things naturally, coconut sugar, popping corn. This is all like baking stuff, cocoa powder, different like arrowroot powder things. That's our chip bin. It's just chips and candy bin. This is all the paper products for like having guests over. So like paper plates, paper bowls, cutlery, that stuff. And then I do have one plastic thing with food in it, which is our, it's actually quinoa. I think it's like quinoa rice mix or something like that. I can't remember. I get this from Azure too, and it's really good. We like it. So yeah, that's it. Gotta say I'm very happy with how this turned out. So tomorrow will be a week from the time that I did all the pantry reorganization, so I thought it would just be a good idea to kind of show you guys where it's at. I have had an Azure standard pickup since then, so I've added quite a few things, so I thought I would just kind of show you guys where it's at the moment. Okay, so here's where we're at. I didn't line anything up for you guys so you can like really see how the space is functioning for us after a week. Like I said, I had an Azure standard pickup this past Sunday. So, and it's Tuesday now, so you can kind of see this morning I put away some of those things. So you can like see down here, we have our sourdough crackers. The kids love these. I buy a big box of 12 of the boxes because it's the cheapest way to do it. So like I have all the extra boxes there. We buy our apple cider vinegar in bulk, so like all the extras are there. Same with our lemon juice. And then my husband recently made another batch of kombucha, so that's there. Here are all the tubs. We do have them all kind of tucked in the corner here. Nothing is labeled yet. I need to do that soon or I'm going to forget what is what. So again, I'm going to share that process on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. We found extra bins here, so those are there. I have room still, you know, if we get other stuff that we can add in here. This, I feel like it's functioning really well for us. The kids have been in and out of here multiple times, and like, this is what it looks like. Like, they've done pretty good at making sure stuff goes back where it is. Nothing's like perfectly put back, and you can see your chip bags like sticking out. Like, this is the reality of like almost a full week of use in the pantry now. I feel like it's really working for us, and the whole kid setup is like really functional and easy for them to put stuff back. I know it's really common to see these types of like reorganization videos, and I myself in past have organized and made my pantry look really pretty, and within a couple days it's a mess again, and so far we have kept up with it. I do think a lot of people have a hard time with like moving things into jars, and that it's just not like, it just doesn't work for them and they don't end up doing it. But because we order from Azure and we do order in bulk, we kind of are forced to have to move stuff into jars, and so I feel like that helps us a lot in actually keeping the whole like moving things into, you know, jars that all look the same, which in turn also looks a little bit nicer. It actually is feasible for us and works because it's much easier than having, you know, these big bags that the kids are trying to get in and out of. I definitely can see why, and have experienced in past before shopping in bulk like that, why moving everything to matching jars just isn't the easier option, and why you end up just not doing it eventually, and then you end up with like jars half full and a bag of that jar and like not moving stuff over, and it just doesn't work. But yeah, if you do shop in bulk, and I think just this style of jar too, it's just, it works really well for us. And fingers crossed, knock on, here's just a knock on wood,
The kids haven't dropped one and broke one yet, so that's good. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, these are, you're supposed to be able to use them for canning too, so you can like order the tops separately. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. So if you are into canning, these are supposed to be another option. They have this size and then the gallon size as well, which is right there. So yeah, so that's what it looks like, 1 week of use.
That's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for coming along as we reorganize my pantry. Again, a big thank you to today's sponsor, Reallink. Make sure you guys go check them out in the description box. There is a coupon code for you guys, and you can go ahead and check out all their different security camera options that they have. And this one was tip-tapping all around on the ground. It's time for a nail trim, I think. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.